Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
This is Ashley Beckford reporting for Infowars.com. I'm here at the University of Texas at Austin, and I'm here to find out if people actually care about 3 recent disturbing stories that were linked on the DrudgeReport.com. One has to do with the federalization of police. George Soros is actually funding it. Another is that the federal elections may be overtaken by Homeland Security. They may be there overseeing elections to make sure there isn't, quote, election fraud. And lastly, I want to know if people care that the internet is about to be taken away from ICANN, the U.S. governmental body, and transferred to the UN. Let's find out. Well, he's a billionaire, and he's actually trying to donate money toward the federalization of police. What do you think about that? Do you think the police should be militarized and they should have all these military vehicles and have total control taken away from the local government?
I feel like there needs to be a silver lining established. The police force needs to use it to an extent where it maintains the safety of the people, but not excessive use. What we've seen in the past few months of excessive force by the police, if they use it to a certain extent to where it's beneficial for society, then I think we should be on the right track.
Billionaires and different corporations who really want to seize control of the American electorate, and one way is by banning free speech on the internet and then coming in with the militarization of police, martial law. So what do you think about that?
I think that's bad. Yeah, I feel definitely that there should not be any controls on the internet. Like, I think our electorate's already corrupt enough that really we shouldn't be trying to make it more. And the militarization of police is absolutely ridiculous. We do not need to have police shooting people like every other day.
It could be a danger because maybe local people could have the people of that place is interest in mind rather than a big government like deciding what people need and what people need to follow.
That sounds discomforting whenever you said that he's militarizing the police. I think that the local government should be able to run their police station however they feel is necessary and be able to take control of that. I mean, there's the FBI and CIA and stuff. That's the federal branch of law enforcement. So, I mean, why do they need to, I guess, expand the power to police stations and stuff?
Do you think that it's good to have police federalized, or do you think that they should remain local?
Remain local.
What do you think about Homeland Security actually taking control or overseeing elections in this country this year, since it's such a contentious election?
I don't know, if they're just there to keep peace, I mean, I guess there's not really anything we could do about it.
Well, I don't know much about that either.
Whenever you give up privacy for security, you receive neither, so that's what I think about it. So I think it's a danger to have local control taken away and given to a federal or, international body.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I wasn't aware of that. That's the first I've heard of that.
Okay.
So again, I can't really respond without really knowing. In general, it doesn't sound good to me.
What do you think about Homeland Security potentially overseeing the elections this year? They're saying because it's such a contentious election, we need to treat this election kind of like we treat the power grid. It's a critical infrastructure, so we need to take control of security for that. What do you think about that?
I think that's terrifying in a way, because elections are supposed to be the people declaring who they want as their leader, as opposed to anyone else doing that.
So what terrifies you about that?
I don't know if I like a government agency coming up and telling me who should be leading us. I want my own voice to be heard.
Whichever benefits the election right now, because it's a decisive election, we're putting a person in office for the next 4 years, so whatever helps the most, we should go with that action.
What do you think about the U.S. actually giving up control of the internet from ICANN to the United Nations later this year?
They're doing that?
Yes, they are. Obama said, let's give up our national sovereignty, basically, of the internet and give it to the United Nations. What do you think about the internet being taken over by the UN? Do you think that that's a good thing for the internet to be taken away from ICANN, which is the U.S. governing body, and be given to the UN?
It depends on what the UN does with it.
Well, they want to have an internet ID, so sometimes, like, if people are offensive or they use, quote, hate speech or whatever they may say, they may ban them from actually accessing the internet completely.
I think I would not support that, because if the ID is there to ban hate speech, it could also be used to track down other people who may be discriminated against.
Right, and also it's violating our First Amendment, because the fact of the matter is, we're giving over our control, our sovereignty to a foreign body.
No, I believe that we should retain our constitutional rights, our freedom of speech, and all the other freedoms that we have. We should be able to retain those. That's why we live in America, the greatest country in the world.
We have the new product at InfoWarsLife.com, BioTrue Selenium.
We've had so many requests over the years for selenium, and just recently we were able to source a certified organic, bioavailable selenium from mustard seed extract. When you take selenium in the body, it actually benefits the detoxification systems in your body. It helps balance the thyroid gland. It helps detoxify.
Selenium is another one of those absolute must-haves.
The highest concentration of selenium is in the thyroid gland, but it's actually used all over the body. As a matter of fact, there's 25 genes in the body that are directly dependent upon selenium. So it really is a all-around nutrient that everybody really needs.
I'm taking it now every day. This is so key. BioTrue Selenium is the product, the best selenium that we could bring you. We believe it's the best out there at a very, very low price. Exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.